many times I gotta tell them that the roof is not selling. Ain't no limit to what we chasing, no we chasing top. What more can I say? Yeah, we illin'. Paid in full, nigga, that's the motherfucking feeling.
How many times I gotta tell you that enough is not enough? Don't get it off the muscle, told you try to rain like rust. You can't chase a little walking, tryna run up on your box. CMB shit, no round, no stop.
Facilitating separation, exercising elevation. Militant, no relaxation with operations. Fortune 500, how we run this corporation. Solid foundation, ain't no fucking stagnation. Just manifestation, shit, that's the only obligation. And never, ever do that shit basic. I just write down what I want and then a nigga get to chasing.
Okay. Goodness gracious. First, before we get into anything, man, it's the fucking Hudson Crew podcast. Your boy Rob.
Yeah, justice for all stated, man.
And we got a guest today, somebody dear, one of the hottest artists that we've been playing lately. I mean, he's been on probably what? Out of our last 5, at least 3 of them? At least 3 of them.
Same amount of times we've been on.
It's my man Malc, man.
Appreciate y'all having me, man.
No problem, man.
What's going on, brother?
Love, man.
My man, welcome to the setup.
Yeah,
I know
tapped in.
Welcome to the setup, man.
It's a little different, man. A little different. We still got the blue lights.
That's a fact. Oh, no, that was by request too. Got the blue joints, you feel me? That was by request. You feel me? We got requests for the lights, you heard? But just get into music a little bit, man. Like, how did you start music? Like, how did you get into music, man?
Man, like I've been around music like my whole life and everything, but I ain't really like start rapping till what's this shit? Would have been like 3.5, 4 years, yeah, like 2018. And before that, like I was playing sports, like I was in school playing ball and everything. So when we come home during the summer when we work out, like we play around, like just homemade records and all that type of stuff.
Hold on. So man say you've been rapping for 3 years?
Yeah.
You've been rapping for 3 years, bro. You don't get product like that for 3 years.
3.5, 4. Like
3.5. Yeah. You had an extra half of a year, 3.5, 4. I mean,
like we hear niggas all the time that's been rapping for like 3 years, and that shit don't sound like that.
that's cause I'm a little older.
You gotta be like a student though. Like you're a student of music, you have to be.
Yeah. I mean, that's what like I tell a lot of people. Like I'm the baby. Like my brother and sister, 19 years older than me. So
Right.
when I caught my parents, when I caught my pop, he was in the more mature stage. So I missed the whole like. My pops is a throwback nigga. You feel what I'm saying? So I missed the whole.
Green.
I missed it.
I get you.
Like, I caught the golden era. Yeah. I caught the golden era of hip hop and like nothing but soul music. So 90s and everything else. That's me on my own finding out about that. Like I was listening to the Beastie Boys, Run DMC,
You said the real ones.
Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, like, and then on the soul side, like. I got a church background, so I'm heavy Al Green, all
man,
that
he got
type
the
stuff, so,
I see what it. It's funny because the best musicians come out of church for some reason.
Yeah.
The instruments are a lot different. You know, the way that they play out there is a lot different. Like I went to a church concert before. I never realized just how into music they really are. Like they can tell you when everything is off. You hit me back. Fix that. Like fix that. You gotta fix that. Nah, something ain't right. You know what I mean? So to hear that, that's actually pretty good. Do you still like go to church fairly often?
I don't go at all. I ain't gonna hold you like.
I thought he was a Muslim brother, man.
I don't necessarily identify with nothing. You feel what I'm saying?
So militant. I thought you know, it always strikes me like
that was part of me, but that's how it was like. You feel? That's where I got my name from. Like my government name, Malcolm X Robinson. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh wow, you got.
that's what I was thinking.
That's how I was.
So who actually named you?
My dad.
Your dad?
Yeah.
So that means he was more influenced by the side of the
heavily influenced by Malcolm X. So
it is kind of crazy because I didn't really know how Malcolm X even connected to like Newark so heavily until that documentary came out, and I'm just like, what? Like this is, and I get it's always is negative that stem with it, you know what I mean? But I didn't know how like all that shit kind of happen, and come to find out, my grandfather was actually heavily into Islam and things like of that nature. I didn't learn that until I was last year when I found out that, and that's kind of crazy. I asked my grandma, like, was he actually a Muslim? Grandma like, yeah. So I never can tell that. I never can tell that. That's the way about it, you know what I mean? How to raise, but that's great. Like, so what do you think you like? You get your flow from, because I feel like your flow is really different, but it's kind of aged still. So I do get like that Rakim. You know, I can see where you know what I mean, how you wordplay and things of that nature. But what do you think you get most of your, you know, the way you rhyme from?
Honestly, I don't know, bro.
It's a
like,
mixture. It just comes natural.
Like, nah, cause again, like I grew up like literally in the church, like so. My grandfather's a pastor, like you feel what I'm saying.
Wow.
So I literally, like so I see all that. How do you little different diction in your voice and certain words and. You know what I mean, kind of like crowd control and all that type of stuff. So like, I seen all that. I seen it. And my pops.
Everybody stop. You feel me? I see what's going on.
And my pops was ill. Like I might have heard my pops curse like 1 or 2 times in his life, but he was so ill with words and vocabulary. Like it felt like he was cursing at me. You feel what I'm saying? Like
all these words you throwing at me, I'm calling you. Watch your mouth.
Like so, if that's how I internalize. So when you hear me saying a song, Pop saying "little nigga," keep like that's how I internalize it. You feel what I'm saying? Like just like how my grandfather when he said stuff to me, he internalized it a certain way. So I internalize it in my lingo and how I, you know what I mean, not just put that out there like that.
I was listening like all your music. I'm listening to your music. You got some music that make you want to. Not yours. I'm just saying like you listen to some music and it make you want to go stab a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, it make you want to get busy, right? But your shit is like filled with like self-reflection. Like you get what I'm saying? And, like prosperity and trying to move up and, you know, taking falls and, you know, just keep going, like motivation. Like,
I don't care about nothing else but getting this chicken, bro. Like,
that's it.
I don't concern myself with too much other stuff. Like, I got stuff that I want to do for me, for the family, for the people around me. Like, I want everybody to eat, so I ain't really, like, let's go get this bread together, bro.
I can tell definitely hunger. When I was quarantined and shit, like, I was working out. And your tape was the only tape I was bumping. I swear to God, from top to bottom, I stopped like, I put that bitch back real quick, and I'm going back in, even to, you know, like hearing the softer beats that's on the mixtape. I'm just like, this shit's still fire, like everything. I'm in there getting busy, like this it. You know what I mean? It's soulful, but it can get you active. And like I said, to hear you say that, it reflects through your music the exact same way. You know what I mean? That hunger, that drive, that want to do better and shit like that, and I get that exactly from you. That's why when I heard you, first time I heard you, and I think Kiamo, shout out to Kaimo. I always say Kiamo. That's a North accent, bro. It gotta be a North accent word. Like, gotta be North. He put me on to it. Like, he was like, my man Malc, and I'm just like, all right, let me bump him in. Normally people would just say, you know, bump him. I'm listening. I'm like, God damn, like, why?
Niggas recommend, like, it's my homeboy. Homeboy's usually worse nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like,
homeboy's usually bad, you know what I mean?
Like,
but I respect, like, and Malc is somebody, I mean, and Kaimo was somebody that, like, I look up to, you know what I mean? In the sense that, like, I know he know what he's talking about. And when I play it, I'm like, God damn, like, where's son been at? Like, what the fuck? He in your camp too? Like, I can't believe, what the fuck? They like, nah, that's my man's though. And I'm like, yo, God, and I think that's the same day we played it on the podcast. That very same day, like, yo, this shit is hard, bro. Like, how people are not that people are not hearing it, but more people need to hear this shit. You know what I mean? And I think that's how we end up creating the environment to even play new songs on our shit to start off. Like, that shit motivate us into our episode. Like, whatever we listen to in the beginning, that's probably how the episode gonna go. That shit, if it's an energetic song that's getting us going, we probably gonna be that same way through the whole episode. So we heard that shit, and that has shit us going. Now, like I said, like I'm a huge fan of the music. He's a huge fan of the music. Y'all got some dope shit going on, like some super dope shit going on, and we greatly appreciate the first day we listened to No Hesitation too. That was fire, yo. To Russ, man, shout out to Russ for, you know what I mean, reaching out and, you know, sending that shit over, and we was able to check it out before it dropped. And I swear, as soon as I got it, I listened to it before I even sent it to him. I bumped everything. It was like, hey, yo, bro. Hey, bro, listen to it, bro.
I kind of had to like keep my hand on the phone.
Right.
If you let it go, that shit just go out.
It stopped. But, yo, when I tell you, man, I'm listening to this shit, I'm like, yo, like, to hear somebody so young and a student of the game, for y'all music to come out so clear and so crisp and exactly, you know, get the message through so clearly is amazing, especially in the time that we are when it comes to music right now.
Yeah, that's my fault.
Nah, you good.
That's it. That ain't, you know what I mean? I mean, I put the words together, I pick the beats on up, but that's a team effort. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna be able to hear it as clear and crisp as you hear it if Karma, shout out to Karma, if she ain't mixing the way she mixing. You feel what I'm saying? Or
female mixers. Shout out to her. Shout out to her. You don't hear too many females being actually playing behind keyboards.
She's filthy. She can do everything. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? And then I got partners that I run with that's going. Like you gotta
Keep the
come
two sharp.
A1 every
Keep the
time.
two
Like
sharp.
you feel me?
Iron sharpen iron.
Yeah, Soulful twice. My man Zig Love, who was on Do or Die. Kaimo. Shout out to Kaimo too. I think his single just dropped. Say I'm Hollywood. I think Drewski just played that. So shout out to Kaimo.
He got a new video out.
Yeah, so like everybody working. If it, you know what I mean, that keep me working. That motivate me. You know what I mean? So it's just team effort all the time.
We gotta find out teams that man. Yeah, everybody seemed like they're on the same page. We done had mad business ventures, right? Other than that, just like clothes and just other shit, and it never was like the same end goal, bro. Like everybody always had like their own personal agendas on shit. Like how do you guys stay so tight knit?
Like that's my brother. Like, that's my you hear manager, business partner, whatever. Like that's my
man,
brother.
Russ
like,
behind the camera too, my nigga.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
He mentioned our people that's behind the camera too, bro. Like he here. He here for sure.
That's my bro. Like since we was 7, 8 years old, we played sports together. Like you feel what I'm saying? Like everybody you see around me, like
you do like Mike Allstott a little bit too. He's running over niggas.
That's what he do though. He clear.
Nah, he do.
That's what he do.
He probably played linebacker back in the day.
It's a lineman, bro.
What was that? What side of the line though?
I played both in high school, and then in college I played offensive line.
Oh, wow, you played in college. I only played high school. I played for Irvington. I played left side. I wanted the right side, but the right side was killing it.
She was like, niggas get ripped.
Get the fuck out of here! No, I ain't gonna cap. It was.
Listen, I played the running back, right? He was beefing with the running back. You're like, yeah, we're gonna cut to this gap. All right, cool, we got him. Once that shit come, turn the other way.
I have never. Listen, it was only. I can be honest.
You on your own.
It was only one game, and that was against who was it? Seton Hall Prep. They had two of the most ranked, the two of the highest ranked. He had a defensive lineman, a defensive end, and then they had a running back. I think it was Manangai or Wujak. That was their last names. I keep getting them mixed up. But some was like 6'7", bro. Like he was a defensive lineman. I'm 5'9", bro. You're not about to act. He ain't gonna get a playoff, me. I ain't gonna cap. I start punching him. I get no penalties, but I had to hurt that man in some way, form, or fashion. But just being back on, man. Like so, when you like selecting beats and shit like that, like what is the process? Do you have somebody who come with a batch of beats, or do you have like can you like create your the whole vibe of the album or the tape that you about to, or you just have a batch of them?
I mean, I build the rest. Like it's gonna sound crazy. It's gonna sound weird, but like I piece the shit together. Like I want it to be almost like a movie, but every song, and then it all come together. You feel what I'm saying?
You like singles, like individual singles, and then you put it together.
Nah. In regards to like a project, like a whole body of work. Like you feel what I'm saying? Like I look at it like I'm a big Ross fan. Like everybody I like, the artists that I like, they not rapping over no bullshit. So I'm not rapping over no bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? Like so I want it to be cinematic. Yeah.
That's what they say anyway.
Yeah, that's everything again.
So that's kind of like you know what I mean. I got rap over something hard. Like if I can't just throw the beat on in the car without no words on, I'm not gonna rap over it.
I respect it. I mean, I think, like I said, everybody had their way of rapping. And like some artists, I know some people just kind of like the beat to be created when they're in the environment. You know what I mean? Like I want you to play it, like put everything together while I'm here. Some people like to have just a batch of shit. Like all right, cool, you just fill it all out. Or some people like the person you select a specific artist that they want to have.
Yeah.
Do you select your specific like beat makers? Like I know like he come with the work.
I got somebody. It's a couple that I know what I'm gonna get from them. Like you know what I mean? So I need this type of house. Yeah. I gotta shout out to Russ Music. Shout out to my man TA with the beats. I'm trying to think who else. It slipped my mind if I'm forgetting anybody right now. Who made the politicking beat?
Look.
I gotta remember.
It's some locally that I rock with, but I ain't gonna hold y'all. It's a secret on YouTube, bro. Like you link with people. Shout out to Dilly with the beats. He doing this thing right now, but YouTube you lock in with it. You know what I mean? You connect with it. You know what I mean? And you go from there. Like,
I think that's how Rocky found Clams Casino.
Yeah.
It's so funny. Like when he first started rapping, like he found Clams Casino beats on YouTube and started rapping over shit.
That's what happened with like Pop Smoke and them, bro, from England or wherever. He from over the pond that make all the like the New York drill beats. Yeah, like
that's
they
kind of
just
crazy.
on YouTube.
How culture is now all over the place now, and these people they're so And like I said, there's always people who student of the games that can really create the best shit. You know what I mean? I feel like when you're not a student of the game, it's hard for you to create in the same, create that long-lasting music. Like Pop Smoke got long-lasting music. Like you hear that beat, anywhere that shit come on, you doing that motherfucking dance anywhere. No matter you at a wedding, a funeral, that bitch come on, you in.
I ain't gonna hold you. That's not the gigs and Skepta and all of them niggas, man. Cause them niggas like, that's their culture. I remember when niggas used to shit on them. Like they was shitting on them because they couldn't get with the sound, the accent, and niggas were shitting on them niggas. And now niggas just rapping over their beats. That shit is incredible.
I'll be honest, I couldn't get with the melody either.
Okay, look, all it take is Drake to do it. That's all it take.
Hey,
Oh, you're not talking. You're not
Drake to do it.
Man, bro.
All it take is Drake to do it.
You can't say nothing about Drake around this man.
All it take is, I ain't saying that negatively, like bro.
Right, nah, he's.
I mean, cause even with the Afro beat, he
got the Midas touch.
Cause
come on,
Wale was doing that for a minute. That's literally bro.
But
culture.
he's been saying that. It's funny.
That's literally bro culture.
It's funny because he been saying that same. Not to cut you off. He been saying that same shit. It's like, yo. It's funny how somebody like Drake can jump on the Afro.
The biggest artist
and
in the
niggas are like,
world.
oh, this is the best thing that ever happened. It's like, wait, time out. Why I got an album of that? What are you talking about?
He's the biggest artist in the world.
And I think that in itself is the reason why people connect to him so well, because it's commercial.
He touched every demographic.
Right. You touching a good topic though. So that's like appropriating culture, right? Like that's the same shit we get on, Justin Bieber for, like when he doing the, no?
I don't know. Would you consider that to be like? I say appropriating culture is when you're not from the culture, you're not anywhere from the fashion. Well, but listen, he's not portraying to be a thug. Like Drake is just Drake. Like just be honest, like Drake. I think Drake will hurt a nigga. I'm telling you.
You dissect
man at the end of the day.
You dissect a couple lines. Drake is talking about blaming niggas.
Right, but
no, come on.
That's rap talk.
I'm about to say, like that's talk. Like that's people doing rap.
I heard the same thing. Sometimes it's rap talk.
I believe Cole.
But I don't take Cole as somebody who's like a fighter for me personally. Like,
and that's what they telling you essentially in a lot of them rhymes. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, bro, I don't want no problems, but if it comes to that, as a man, I might have to, and I got identify with that. Like, as a man, bro, I don't want no problems, bro. Like, you feel what I'm saying? But it's my family, and you know what I mean? Like, leave me alone, bro.
And the limelight. I mean, he did say Diddy said that he smacked Drake. I mean, that was allegedly. I don't know what transpired behind it. I don't know. I'm just saying, if the man smacked me, I gotta kill him. I'm sorry. That's like close to spitting at him. That's like spitting on me. I'm sorry. If I get slapped by a man, I'm sorry.
Said T.I. man pissed on Drake.
Oh, that's why. Allegedly.
But not true. The thing is, I don't want to hear no tough shit from Drake. To be honest with you.
I mean, I don't.
A man that complains about sleeping in his bed by himself. I don't want to hear about him shooting niggas up and all that. I don't. I'm being honest, bro.
Hey, man. But once he do make hits. And even to dropping this album recently, I'm not a big fan of this last album that he dropped. I mean, there's a few of them on it, but like I said, it's mean music really when it comes to it. Like he's not putting out consistency within his music, or just like really delivering us anything but mean shit. He putting the biggest artists on the biggest songs. 21 Savage, Baby. You got typical artists. I mean, Kanye did the same thing, but.
A certain level, bro. Once you reach a certain level,
you do what you want.
They don't play by it. They play, and I ain't mad at them. Like, get your coin. It's a different.
Which album was better?
What you mean?
You listen to those?
I ain't gonna hold you. I heard like one song off of. I heard 5-year verse on
that
the
shit was hard.
joint, and I heard like maybe like 4 joints off the Drake joint. But I don't really listen to too much. You know what I mean? Like 2 albums I'm rocking right now. Really is Do or Die 2 and King's Disease 2. Like I've been rocking heavy AZ and Nas and a lot of Benny. And
it's funny because like I said, that shit translates to your music. Cause you can hear the real rappy shit in it. Like the shit, the study, this is kind of crazy. What you surround yourself around is normally what you become. You know what I mean? And those people right there are lyrical masterminds. I mean, I feel like Nas don't get his just due because he never had the proper beat maker. No. For me, I mean, that's just me. That's me. That's like I'm sorry. That's just me. When I listen to Nas,
Stillmatic, it's a lot of beats on Stillmatic.
But listen to
like misconception.
It is. It may be. It may be. But some of the beats I just be like, like if he had somebody like a No ID or somebody really come up there and like really like critique, and I feel like even when Kanye did it, I just didn't feel like it was really Nas. Like that wasn't Nas way. He had some things up there. He had some things up there, but the beat just didn't really push the message the way that I thought it should have. I mean, but that's, like I said, that's my personal opinion. You know what I mean? Exactly. You know, that's my personal opinion. Like when I listen to Jay, I feel like the beat follows him the way it should. But probably because Jay is different in the process.
Two different types.
Like I said, Jay is like, I want to hear that beat. Take that out. I don't need that. I want this. You know what I mean? I want them to hear my vocals. Like, take this. You know what I mean? So, and Nas probably is one of those people like, look, you can put me on anything and I'll just kill this shit.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Put me on anything. I got you.
That's
put
exactly
on anything.
what it is.
But I feel like this last album is crazy. I'm listening to the beat selection. I'm like, damn. Like, wait a minute. Yeah, the last two is like, wait a minute. Like, this is what Nas not necessarily needed, but I think it would have been appreciated if he had this earlier in his career. You know what I mean? And maybe people want to step on him as much. And I know people don't disrespect him, but I feel like give him his just due. You know what I mean? That's just me personally.
And bro, getting to the bag, to the
low key
bag.
too. Yeah. But he been that like that low key for a minute now.
That's just how it is though. You know what I mean? It's cool. You know what I mean? It's cool, but he ain't gonna never not be held in regard. Like, probably got the greatest debut album of all time.
Oh,
probably got the greatest album of all time. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, when I look at it, it's only two albums that I look at that came out and you just was like, fuck it. Reasonable Doubt and Illmatic. Like, those two albums right there is crazy.
I don't know.
My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Nah,
but that wasn't a debut album.
I'm being honest.
I'm talking about niggas like here. You like,
okay.
Whoa, like this shit right here. Like, I mean, literally, I can still listen to Reasonable Doubt non-stop. Like, I can play that bitch every day for the next month and be like, and still catch shit off of it.
I got one for you though.
I got one that's gonna throw you off. Get Rich or Die Trying.
Oh no, yeah, for sure.
Like as a debut, that's near and dear to me because I'm 8, 9 years old when that come out.
So you a Fifth fan too? Oh
yes.
My God.
Yes.
I think what I like about Fifth is that he never strayed away from anything. Like anything, he always confronted that shit head on. Like whether it was beef, alleged anything, he confronted that shit. It don't. Like I said, niggas crash and burn. Like when it comes to like starting that. And Fifth still at the age 50, niggas still going. I mean, you know, R.I.P. to the guy, I forgot his name, that played in The Wire. He had disrespected Omar from The Wire, so disrespected him, but son don't give a fuck. Like he really just don't like yo.
He's very consistent in his actions.
Michael K. Williams.
Yeah, Michael K. Williams. So I mean, but I look at Fifth as somebody that like literally built his whole career off of I don't give a fuck image, and that shit worked for him consistently, and still to this day that shit work.
And it's about you have to be extremely aware, self-aware of yourself to be like, you know what. This music shit is kind of, and he's still his music is still hard, but you know what?
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gonna go do these shows and make these movies.
Shit right there is crazy.
That debut album, I wouldn't put it up there with them.
I mean, subjective.
Because you break it down though, like listen to the lyrics. Like he's nowhere near like on the lyrical levels.
I think lyrically, no.
But he's never gonna be there with them lyrically.
Yeah,
like
his delivery is just crazy.
You gotta think
his delivery, he give it to you like.
Think about it. Nas was like what? 18?
19. Like 19.
He was young.
And
then
Hov was 27, right?
Yes,
and what? 50 was 28 when Get Rich came
out. First of all,
so.
Hov been old for a long fucking time, bro. I just think about that. When the nigga came out, bro, he was old.
He was trying to get it on his own, and niggas wouldn't fuck with him. That's why I think it took so long.
I keep forgetting that he was with Jazz Old before anything.
He had Big Daddy Kane
and all the boys, so it's like he already understood like the music, the industry, how to put together an album and everything. So when he did that, he was already mastermind at that point. So to even hear, that's what I said, when you hear that shit, how good it is. I mean, it's just amazing to hear him play and perform those songs still to this day. That shit still hit different.
One of the greatest teams ever.
That shit's stupid. That's stupid. That is unbelievable, undeniable.
Don't forget Day. Don't forget Dash. Like,
and it's funny because
greatest teams ever.
We actually did an EP that we kind of lost recently due to some like foul trouble. We spoke about Dame. And I feel like Dame was a necessary evil in order for Rockefeller to be what it was. For Rockefeller to be what it was.
Yeah.
Now Jay was gonna be Jay no matter what, because Jay was lyrical. Jay had everything around him. But when it comes to like Dame is the reason why Kanye is Kanye. You know what I mean? Like he was the one that was speaking up for Kanye. You know what I mean? He was bringing them the young boys around and putting them around Hov. You know what I mean? Hov wasn't really searching for talent at that time. Hov was getting to the rhymes and getting to the bag. Like, look, and then Dame is like, all right, cool. We got this, the young guns. We gonna have little acts over here. We got little battles going on.
I think he made the brand bigger.
Yeah, he made the brand bigger.
That was his job. That's what you got a team for. You got the talent. Then you got just like record labels. You have certain departments. You have your A&R department, your marketing department. Like, so Dame is phenomenal at what he did. Hov, you just got to be the talent and be the best rapper on earth. Not to take it, but he phenomenal businessman. Yeah. But everybody played their role, even Biggs. Like, and I'm like I've studied them. So you feel what I'm saying? Like, I read Dame book and all that type of stuff. Like, I pay attention to all of that. Like, that's a concerted team effort right there. Like, everybody, as long as you play your role, you be a star in your position, yo, everybody gonna win, man.
Yeah, Big Spurt's still doing it too.
He
got St. John, man, St. John.
Mm-hmm.
Who else had a really strong to go back to Fifth? Fifth had a strong G unit. I mean, I feel like
you idolize is like militant. Like, just look at how they were structured. That's crazy. Like, even back to that. Like,
I
all
got
niggas is super structured, bro. Like,
athletic background. Like, I play sports. You feel what I'm saying? So
you play football.
Yeah, we understand.
I'm happy I did not play football. That shit was something different.
Football was a shit, man. What team you play for?
I went to Bayonne. I played to Bayonne, then Hampton. The grades was a little, you know what I mean? Made my way to
You went to Hampton what year?
2012 to 2014.
Is that New York, right?
Hampton.
Oh, okay.
HIU. Shout out to Hampton. Yeah,
you went to HB. That's fire, bro. What position you played?
Slot. My grades are some shit though, bro. So I was an elbow.
I'm about to say typical. Yo, it's funny because most of us, like, especially the good athletes, everything that was like the issue was like really the grades. Like, and it's never because niggas couldn't do it or people couldn't do it. No one just felt like doing it, bro. It's game. When a game coming, bro, I want to play football. I want to go on the field, bro. I don't want to do none. All this shit y'all talking about, I can care less about. I mean, me personally, now we talk about it all the time. Like, I just hated practice.
I liked it.
I hated practice. I mean, not that I hated football, because I didn't know. Understand this? I never played football until I got to high school. See, I didn't play Pop Warner. I didn't play none of it. My grandfather was like, yeah, you want to go play for the Falcons, who was in Westside Park. You don't play for the Falcons. I talked to my man. I'm like, yeah, all right, cool. Nah, I ain't doing that shit. I was a fat boy that liked to be in the house, my nigga. That's it. I ain't want to do nothing else. But it wasn't when I went to Irvington that I'm like, all right, cool. Let me just do something that's, buy my time, buy some time, and
you fucked a lot of niggas' careers up too.
Who? I ain't fucking like careers up. I mean, I did meet one person that did go to the league, which is Josh Evans. He played for Jacksonville Jaguars for 3 years. He played defense. He played safety.
He played offense.
He was a quarterback for us, and he was number 2 in the state for how fast he was.
That's crazy.
So he actually went to the league. So I mean, I played with him, not necessarily next to him, but I mean, the year that we would have won the championship, we played against Phillipsburg, and they smashed us, bro, like badly. Pause. But like they did us bad. Like they did us bad, and mostly because fumble balls, like fumbled out of bounds type shit going into the end zone. So. But to say the least, like I personally didn't enjoy football as much as I should have. Like I never seen a career out of it. It was just something to do. You know what I mean? So when you played football, like what was your outlook of it? You did it because you really wanted to do it, or was it just something to do?
Right. Like I was. You know what I mean? I got kind of busy. You know what I mean? I was able to. You know what I mean? I got kind of busy, and it was. I enjoyed practice because of the strength of bro. I know. Like, it was always, bro, if I do this shit 1,000% in practice, these games are going to be easy, bro. Like, I want to dominate, you feel what I'm saying? So, like, bro, it wasn't really like, man, my pops love, you feel my people's love. So I'm like, man, I get time, you know what I mean, do what I want to. And the females in the stands, okay, all right, cool. Let me go. It's not even a question, man.
I've been talking about it.
It's not even a question, man.
I'm about to say baseball wasn't like that popular, but so back to your point, just like playing football, like I think it depends on your position that you play and what you want to do, right? Because I feel like us as linemen, we was in the trenches most of the time. Like my knees still hurt from doing bear crawls, like fucking, like, because your object of being a lineman, you got to stay low. And that was when 3-point stand was a shit. Like, it wasn't no 2 stand. 2 stands was only if you doing the pass plays and shit.
Yeah, tackle and shit, yeah.
So, other than that, like, you in 3-point, and 3-point hurt, especially if you're talking about a Xerox call where it ain't no play yet. So, you just sitting there, your shit shaking and shit. Like, so, I hated it. Like, I thought the process was like, nah, you turn over, you see the skills play, they out there catching passes and shit, everybody cute. Niggas got socks on. We in the dirty right now. We in the slums. So, it's like, nah, man, I ain't doing this shit forever. Like, nah, hell no.
But all my dogs was, pardon me, all my dogs was like, for the most part, defensive players or offensive linemen. Like, I was kind of like the really offensive player. Like, everybody, but for the most part, I was like the only skill. So, bro, I hung out, everybody, it was, you know what I mean? It was like this, like hand in glove fit. Like Russ was a lineman, like, everybody still pretty much in their role. Like, and the fact that we played sports together, like, we really family, like you feel what I'm saying? Like,
being in that locker room with somebody is a little bit different.
And it's a lot of other, like, for me, in a situation where people be like, yo, I want, put the light on me, like, I want to shine. Like, bro, he's, for the most part, all the homies like, yo, you go do that, bro. We behind the scenes, we make this shit happen behind the scenes. So it's still somewhat of like, we still in football mode, essentially. You feel what I'm saying? Like, they still clearing holes and making plays for me that they'll never get credit for. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
that's crazy.
So that's why.
That's a bar. He's still on this shit. He gonna forget to drop an album tonight, nigga.
That shit ain't in the stats. You know what I'm saying? This is not, you know, the stuff they doing, you know what I mean? The stuff they do, the intangibles, is not on the stat sheet. You know
but it's crazy because I felt like we didn't get enough credit, you know, and maybe you can speak to it too, you know, just not feeling value all the time. Like, sometimes you had the quarterback come on like, yeah, bro, yeah, we did good. But when that stat sheet high, you see that number one receiver, it's like, all right, that's in the back, right there. It's all good, though. It's cool. It's cool.
In high school, I had my coach record the pancake blocks, man.
And it's funny. I missed them shits because it was me and my boy BJ. You know what I mean? He Marine now, but it was 2 fat dudes and we was the shortest ones on the line. So anybody else was like 6 and up. So it was like, for me, we always had more to prove. So it was like, all right, cool. So we double teaming everything. So he'll line them up and I'll finish him, or I'll line him up and he'll finish him. And we would do that back and forth until he was knocked out of the starting lineup for somebody else. But like, that was the beauty of it. Like, fuck it, we gonna amp up right here. We don't give a fuck. Nothing that's going on over there. You make it play, but we about to air something out of here.
The 5-yard box.
You feel like we that's all we got. That's all we got. We're gonna eat right here.
People that are mad at you though, they definitely take care of their people. I know, like Emmitt Smith, he was like, he bought like houses and cars and shit for like his lineman at 1 year.
That's why he the all-time lead in Russia, bro.
He took care of his people.
Like, no talk.
You know what I'm saying? So,
but now, like, I think I appreciate the discipline that he gave me though. I mean, I remember like being a freshman and like they would line us up against like the varsity players. And they would just have the varsity players just smash us, bro. Like, I mean, literally, like, they linebackers, bro. Like, these D1 quality dudes, like, and they just smashing us, bro. Like, yo, pause. That's a fact. Pause. That shit sound wild, but
it's flagrant.
But it's definitely an issue. But, you know what I mean? But I think that taught me a little bit of discipline, so I learned how to, like, maneuver a little bit, like, being small. Big but small, you know. I learned like my techniques and things that I can use to my advantage, you know. So I mean, it did benefit me in a way, you know. Although I never took it further than that, so I never seen myself going further than that anyway when it comes to football. You know what I mean? So what's the highest level of football you reached?
I played
college, right?
College, and I had an opportunity to. I had a contract like to go overseas and play ball, but I had a lot of shit going on in life at the time. You feel what I'm saying? My pops had just passed, so I'm like, man, I'm not finna leave my moms and all that. My foot was fucked up. My foot still messed up.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Nah, no doubt, don't even worry about it. But yeah, so I'm like, all right, that's how I wound up in the studio. Shout out to Dom twice. Bros from back home. You feel me? I'm just working. I'm chilling. Hey, I'm just coming to the studio. I ain't stop going since. You feel what I'm saying? So that's how that all parlayed, and that's how we here right now.
Do you ever like take a step back and like, I wish I would have, like, or just think about like what would it have been being over there, like being overseas and everything like that, playing football?
Hell no. At that time, mentally, I'm not even like I wasn't in the right mental space to. You know what I mean, I got a lot going on. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so I made the best move that was for me. Like, you feel me? I could sit here and say, yo, I ain't go because my mom. You know, but mentally, I wouldn't have been. It'd have been a mistake. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I got too much going on at this time.
And it's funny because a lot of people can't differentiate that. Like you said, and then you also mentioned your injury. A lot of people look past that, like, fuck the injury. Nigga, I gotta make the money, I get the bag. I gotta do this. And for you to even think that far, like, I got an injury, and besides mentally not there. Most people go overseas and just start acting up. You know what I mean? Antonio Brown and shit like that. Who, not saying that he's not. He's a great player, but I think sometimes you don't deal with the mental. The shit just kind of spill out after a while, you know what I mean?
Mentally, I wasn't there, and bro, I needed my piece of paper. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna graduate, bro. I'm gonna get my piece of paper.
Oh, so your deal was actually before you actually left?
Yeah. No, I had to, like, the way it worked out was cause I had went to Hampton, I was ineligible.
Yeah.
And I transferred down. I finished up at Willie P, and I still had a year eligibility. So my credits or whatever. Long story short, I had like a semester left in the classroom. But I was finished on the field, so I would have been able to go if I wanted to go. Yeah. But I didn't go. So
You graduated from Willie P?
Yeah.
Congratulations, my brother.
Appreciate it.
What's up?
I hate that shit driving up there at night picking Shannon up. A couple times I almost lost it driving off a cliff. You see how dark it is up there at night? You've been up there.
Foggy too, bro.
Bro, it's ridiculous up there, bro.
I mean, the last time we went up there for a sneaker con.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the last time I went up there for sneaker con. That's when we was with Wack. That's when we had Wack Museum going, and we went up there real quick, and that was definitely a great experience. I mean, me personally, I think I went to Essex County for like 2 months. They dropped my classes, and that was it. That's last time I've been to college. Man. I said, fuck it.
I
think shit happened for a reason. I said, I grew up here. I don't really want to be here. But then, like, shit happened. He called me. He was like, yeah, your classes dropped. Like, here, take this check. You got to pay this. I mean, you got this a bill. Pay this shit. And then, like, I was going back and forth trying to figure out what was going on with it. And they told me, like, yeah, well, we don't have to tell you. And then after I left the school, they gonna hit me up and tell me I could have got state financial aid. I said, why didn't you tell me that when I was there? That shit would have made the process a lot easier, you know what I mean? But like I said, it wasn't for me, and I didn't see sports. And I mean, now I'm here. I mean, I didn't see where my future was going. Like, I didn't have a passion for almost anything until we found this. You know what I mean? When we can sit here and talk to people about what they got going on, and like I said, iron sharpen iron. You know, we all can find something we can build from it. You know what I mean? So it's good to see a different side of Malc as opposed to just the artist Malc.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Hearing that your father, you know, was actually, I'm gonna say militant in the sense that he was.
Nah, it was extreme. It was extreme. My household was extremely disciplined and somewhat militant. You feel what I'm saying? Because at the same time, grandfather passed and all that, we in church, but my pops, like I said, like he kind of did his own thing. So like. It was extremely, like, militant discipline. Like, you feel me? So I used to have to read. I used to have to do everything, bro. You feel me? I had to read half an hour at night, like, all types of stuff. So, yeah.
Goddamn TV off.
Like, Furious Styles, bro. I swear to God. That was, like from Boys in the Hood, that's how my pops was, like, Furious Styles.
Oh, that's wild. Yeah. I can't even say that because I remember growing up in his house, it used to be like, nigga, lights off at a certain time. That's it. Yeah. Shit go off, that's it. You can't watch nothing. TV up, nothing moving. You in the bed. You got out that bed, you get your ass whooped.
That's my mom.
You gotta announce you're going to the bathroom. I gotta pee. Again, quiet.
She shit lightly too, so she hit them footsteps, bro. It's a rock.
Yeah,
I mean, that shit was
cold.
insane.
Mom's stone cold, man.
What's your top three, man?
Artists?
Top five, yeah. What's the top three?
Nah, top. Oh, that's hard.
Top
that's
five
hard.
artists? Artists or what you mean?
Rappers.
Currently or just?
Nah, just.
So my personal 5.
That's how you get you.
I mean,
the best.
To me.
To him. He keeps saying see, he's trying to hint at something.
He try to get me. He try to me. Not who I think everybody else
should be. The 3 that make beats also.
To me. My personal top 5.
Yeah. We can do top 5.
My personal. I mean, it's gonna be, if you really know music, it's gonna be the same 3-4 people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so what you? Right,
no order, right? No order.
No order. That's.
I'm saying this man got an order. That's next level.
Nah,
I can never put an order.
I mean, this is gonna be the same thing you hear from everybody else. Nas, Big, Pop, Hove. I said Nas, Big, Pop, Hove. Me personally.
Yeah.
See, I can't do the 5 then. I can't do the 5. I'll give you them 4.
I'm gonna be honest. I think
that's the Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore, yeah. But I think after Versus created this shit,
you throw a Kiss in there.
I think Kiss have to be in there. I'm gonna tell you why. Like, I mean, yo, this is the. I'm talking about rappers. I'm talking about niggas that'll kill you. I'm be honest. How many niggas is going up against Kiss? How many people are going up against Kiss? How many? How many that's gonna sit there? But I got Kiss.
But Kiss has a extreme. It's like that's longevity, right?
Right, but listen to the nigga bars from day one to day whatever we at now. It depends
on what category you put him in, though. Because if you put him in a category with niggas who have had that same longevity, he can't. I love Kiss.
Well, I think because
the people I named.
Yes, longevity wise.
It's only about 2-3 of them. Hove and Nas. And Nas was around before Kiss hit.
Right. So I also think that the role that Kiss played was a little bit different because Kiss had played a back role for mad shit, right?
He
played his role because a lot of those songs that he was writing for Big.
Now he wasn't writing for Big, for Puff.
Verses. So there were certain verses.
He ain't writing for Big.
Okay. Correction.
Don't do that.
Correction. But he's been writing for niggas. So and that's things that he talked about. That's not everything that he didn't talk about. You know what I mean? Because honestly, let's be honest. Like a lot of the shit that niggas write, they can't say that. They can sign non-disclosures on certain things. You know what I mean? Like I feel like Kiss got some. He played his part. He just wasn't as big as I think he could have been, huh? I think Kiss got to be fine.
See, you might be a prisoner of the moment right now, man.
Maybe.
You might be a prisoner, and I'm that's like 50 Kiss, like you feel what I'm saying?
You put him over Wayne too.
Let me tell you why I say this, right? So when you talk about influential, no, hell no. Wayne was just weak. I feel like Wayne was just somebody that can just sit him down. He got you. He gonna knock down 13 tracks and he gonna have it. And I think his span was just crazy of what the fuck he was doing.
But rapping too though, like Wayne is like niggas.
He's crazy. I just feel like now they would rather hear from elsewhere. And I think this is why. I remember I said this on a few podcasts. They'd rather hear from Future than Wayne. They'd rather hear from Future than Wayne. You know what I mean? I think Wayne is still somewhat in that pocket.
We got a list though. We talking like the all-time list.
All time. We want to just. I think Wayne falls in top 10 for sure. He's definitely top 10. He's top 10 of all time. I think he'll fall maybe like 6 or 7 for sure.
I'm putting Nicki up there before I put Kiss up there. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Nicki who?
Nicki Minaj.
Hey man, that's why that's your list, bro.
Real talk. Explain that a little bit.
What you mean?
Explain that a little bit.
You talking about influential or just?
That's what I'm saying. Because I think when we talk about greatest ever, we gotta put stipulations on it for the most part because it's like you don't know where to go with it. You talking about influential. You're talking about people that can rap. You're talking about people who just drop the fucking beat and just kill you. Like what?
But that's why I left that 5th spot open because it's interchangeable for me. I can put Cole there one day. I can put Drake there one day. I can put Kendrick there one day. I can put Wale there one day.
Drake would never go in there. Nigga's not a rapper.
That's what I'm saying.
When he raps, he's elite, bro.
We can't decipher what he wrote and what he did.
Alright, so he's a unicorn. He's a unicorn.
He's a unicorn. He's a hybrid.
It's only one Drake. Nobody else can do what he does.
He's a hybrid.
I'll leave him out of it.
He's a hybrid.
I'll leave him out of it.
We can't decipher what he. You're a Drake fan.
I like Drake. I'm not. See, I don't like saying because how weird the internet is, bro. Like, it's fragile. The fandom. Mm-hmm. It's like it's rationale to it. Mm-hmm. You feel me? It's just like, bro, I don't want to be a part of that tribe, bro. Cause y'all are weirdos, bro.
Them niggas are stands.
Like that's what, it's like it's either you here or here. It's no, I like, bro. Mm-hmm. But I can say, I didn't really like that. I didn't really like that. You feel that's what the internet has made it. It's either you super going hard for somebody or you absolutely hate him. It's no, you can't be a casual, I like him, bro. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and that's reflected throughout the world. Even look at the political climate. You either far left or far right. You can't just I see what they saying, You can't do that no more.
But
I was watching the clip the other day. Some nigga said he'll let Drake fuck his bitch and be honest.
Hey, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, that's why I don't really play like that.
He said that's why. Some went a little too far.
That's what I'm saying. I don't like that. It's just some. But it's not just Drake. It's just. It's weird, bro. It's weird. Like
I'm like, this nigga, and you'll feel honored, bro.
See,
like, come on, bro.
But the thing that I noticed about Drake is Drake used Wayne method.
What's that?
Nigga, I jump on his track. He might not be that famous, but I'm on his track.
Wayne was taking a beat though.
Wayne was. You remember when, like, I remember when Charlie Lord came out with that song. They Know was super banging down south. And then when Wayne, no, they did a big feature. Honestly, they had like
Jeezy, everybody was on
that. But Wayne's shit was crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Keep a
That's the mixtape era.
Red dot, blue flame, feet hanging out the window, jock my shoe
He
game.
was shaking the beats.
Right, true. He was shaking the beats, but at the same time, he was amping the shits though. I mean, he was amping them beats up. Like them beats wasn't they was hot, but they wasn't hot everywhere. Like it wasn't hot until Wayne touched it. Then it's like, that shit scorched.
I don't know.
A lot of times when Wayne scorched
because he rapped over like hits. He rapped over hits,
like,
bro.
But
he was killing them shits.
No, come on. But them shits was like
they was gone already.
Yeah. Of course,
they was gone already.
Of course,
we gotta give them time too. Like just because the nigga like Drake hops on niggas like them niggas like the Migos. It was gonna blow, regardless. Pause. They was gonna be out of here.
Bubbling.
He just jumped on their shit.
That shit.
The gasoline. Oh, he needs a little gasoline sometimes.
What is this? JB Block Boy? He jumped on his shit too.
Block Boy JB.
Like he jumped on his shit too. That shit just soared. And like I say, Drake could just look at you and be like, no.
Shout out Jersey, Fetty Wap. He did it with Fetty.
Oh yeah, so that's true. That's crazy. You know what I mean?
But Fetty was gone already though. Fetty was the hottest man on earth, bro.
But then just to get that Drake feature was like, yeah, you're done. That's it. You're there. You're there 100%.
Fetty had a run, bro. I don't think it'd ever be a run like Fetty. That nigga had a crazy run.
I don't mean to go back to the man, but I've never seen a run like 50's run, bro. When Get Rich or Die Trying hit, bro.
Not like that, though.
Think about you as a youngin' singing Many Men, bro.
No cap.
Nobody was trying to kill you, bro.
True, but no cap. Like niggas really had G-Unit tank tops on.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yo, we had
G-Unit tank
nigga in the knot, bro. We had the G-Unit boots, but I had the G-Unit. The soles wasn't shit.
We had a video game.
Yo.
And
I was the same size of the G-Unit tank top. That shit, bro. I remember that time.
Nigga like a busted pack of biscuits with that shit on. Come on, B. Like, yo, that was bad, bro. I think he sold the lifestyle more than anything else.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because he gave you an image of something like we all know what street shit was, but the way he put that shit out was just like,
bro, that man got shot 9 times and lived.
Yeah, like I'm with Fifth, like I'm definitely with G.
Then you got the charisma, you got the swag to it. It's like, come on, bro.
I remember, I still can't get, sorry to cut you off, I still can't get past the shit when Jay said, like, I had to tell niggas, like, yo, get your albums out, bro. Fifth and G-Unit coming, bro. Like, get your albums out. Like, they about to kill this shit for the next 5 years, bro.
Banks is so slept on, bro. I ain't even going to get
into
that.
That was his man's, bro.
That's because of him, though.
I'm not even going to get into that. I'm not even going to get into that, bro.
All he want to do is sleep. That's why.
I'm not into that. I ain't even going to get Banks. Listen, bro.
Because all he want to do is Banks is lazy, bro. Lazy nigga, bro. But he got the talent.
Do you think that was because of Fifth, though?
Nah.
I think that Fifth was making doing so much that he wasn't able to really tap in with his artists, though. Because a lot of people said that. Like, a lot of artists came out and just like, yeah, I just felt like Fifth just never around. Like, nigga come in for the studio for a quick second and then gonna make him have a business venture, come out with some vitamin water, making $1 billion, then come back to the studio after a while, like, yo, what's up, y'all? You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, I don't know
Banks was, what's the name, bro? Banks was just lazy. Even like, I think it was like a year ago on the Joe Budden podcast. Nigga Banks was like, yeah, I'm about to have some new shit releasing. 2021.
Now he dropped some shit. He dropped it.
Oh, he dropped it?
Yeah, he dropped it. Yeah, he dropped it.
My fault.
Yeah, he dropped it, bro.
I mean, according to him, he still
dropped it last year.
I still ain't hearing nothing from it.
Still waiting.
No, yeah, me personally, I wasn't there. You know what I mean? You get one side of the story. I wasn't there, but I'm just going off of sheer, like, Banks was rapping, bro. Like, and then I remember, like, a certain music, like, it's a marker in time for me. Like, so I can remember, like, when Cold Corner 2 came out. And I'm a young, hot, dumb fly, getting money nigga. Like, I can remember, like, that being my anthem, bro. Like, I remember that. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, Banks is... Come on, man.
He was lethal. I feel like he was like...
Still lethal.
Yeah. He was like... If you can put him in the battle with anybody at that time, like, he can go at you.
The sad part about it, though, like, he just don't have enough to do, like, a versus. But that would have been like...
I looked at him. He do. I looked at that shit recently. Nah, he got some shit in the arsenal. He's sleeping. He a sleeper. He a sleeper. He'll creep up on you.
It ain't too many artists that got 20.
I know.
He got 20. He got a few of them.
If you got 12, you could win with 12.
That's a fact. All
you need is more than 10.
12 got to be bangers, though. Them 12 got to be, like, out of this water, like, clear, like, the undeniable, like,
Maria, like, I mean, like,
Beamer, Benz, and Bentley. And then Kiss opened up the door to where you can go out there and rap your freestyle that everybody knows.
And niggas have been like, woo!
So let's just say, hypothetically speaking, Banks against Joel's.
Banks.
Oh no.
Hit wise, look, listen, bars, nah. Hit wise, Joel's a killer.
I got Banks checking both boxes. He got him checking both boxes.
Joel's will get at him.
Only thing Joel's will get is swag. That's it.
Nah,
And then Banks got Banks is cool as hell. Like come on, bro.
But I feel like Joel's got a few hits, man.
He got a few.
He got a few hits, and I feel like
literally mean a few.
See,
Like a few. No disrespect. In terms of Banks, like Banks.
But Banks wise, yeah, it's a little bit different. A little bit different.
And then you got to remember the G Unit mixtape run. He's on that shit with a 50.
So it might have
Because I feel like.
Right, so it might have been what's the name? So it might have been Banks and Fab then.
Nah. Fab had to go against Kiss. That's the only person that could go against him. And that's how crazy.
Nah.
Who?
But think about it. I think Banks is in the same breath as like Fab a little bit.
Swag
I'm gonna say swag wise and music wise
too many.
Because look, Fab got some rap shit too.
Yeah.
And Bank got some rap shit. But Banks also got some soft shit too. And Fab got some soft shit.
But Fab dominates that lane.
But I think it's just the longevity wise. Because once you play Fab, you be like, yo, nigga, I was 8 listening to this shit. And you hear Banks, you like, alright, yeah, I remember that, but I was a teenager, so it's like that'll miss you a little bit. So I think Banks will never get a shot. Honestly, I don't think Banks
might not want a shot. He probably don't care.
That's true.
That's a problem.
He probably
lazy. He's sleeping still.
But is it lazy or just, bro, I got what I need. I'm providing for my family. I don't care about none of this stuff. Like some people,
that's different, yeah.
That's like when people go to the league, like the shit that separates you is I want to be the greatest ever, or yo, I think I'm here. Like I'm providing for my family. This is my career, bro.
J.R.
Like,
Smith niggas.
I'm not. And he got 3 rings with a 6 man of the year.
I'm good.
He got 3 rings with a 6 man of the year.
His whole goal was to make it out of the South, my nigga. That was it. Like, yo, if I get out of here, bro, I'm cool.
Kwame Brown.
Nah, he's good.
But that was the thing, though.
But people down. I think the thing about Kwame Brown is niggas was talking. The thing was they didn't expect Kwame Brown to come out there and start wilding like that. They thought he was gonna be like, yeah, cool, whatever.
He been a punching bag for years, though. But he been
like I made it, I did it, everything, bro. Y'all niggas talking shit, but I'm better than 90% of y'all. We're gonna cry and I can demolish any one of y'all. Like, stop it. Like, I made it, bro. Like, I made it. Like, enough is enough. Like, stop talking about me like that. You know what I mean? Don't be don't touch me and get mad when I slap you. I told you don't touch me, bro. Like, and that's all that was. Like, leave me alone, bro. I'm minding my business.
I think he was one of those players. I was like, yo, I'm good. I can take care of my family now. I think stats and shit he didn't care about.
And that's all that's separated, bro. To my eyes, in my opinion.
But I also think when it comes to like the versus shit, I think preparation is everything. Because I felt like Dipset had a better chance, but the way they rolled their shit out, I was like, what? Nah, you can't play that after they just played.
There's a lot of elements. There's a lot of moving pieces.
Like that shit was just crazy. I feel like that was one of the top battles. That was crazy. It really looked like D Block stomped Dipset out. Like,
but it's a difference between like
those two.
It's a big difference, and you gotta remember, yo, they came out there war ready. They came there for a fight. And the Dipset came out there, you know what I mean? Like
to party around.
Not even, but that's what Dipset is, though. Like that's what Dipset is. Like
there was a swag more than anything.
Yeah, and they got. I mean, that it works for them.
Right.
But when you in an element like that, and you come out here, yo, look what he got on, bro. What you worry about what I got on for? I'm about to bust your ass, bro.
That's exactly what happened. Like, nigga, Kiss was in the back, like everybody laughing and joking. I'm saying, hey, all right, bro, hey, yo, let's make something happen. And shit just dropped, and you're like, wait, hold up. And I think it really got bad when they was dropping like 3 tracks and they all was hits back to back, and I'm just like, wait, I think Dipset is out of their league.
But Dipset was playing shit though.
But they was, I think
it was showsmanship. It was
that's
showmanship.
What I'm saying. It was just like they didn't really know they rhymes, so then I was kind of throwing shit off. And Kiss was highlighting that though. He kept
showmanship, bro.
It made me look at it a little bit more like, yo, they really don't know the fucking words.
That's showmanship.
They don't know the words to this shit.
I think that's like the Diddy effect though.
That's an MC right there, bro. Master of ceremony. You controlling the crowd, like, you feel what I'm saying?
I still think that's a little bit of Diddy-esque.
What you mean?
Like those are his artists, bro.
Oh, it's a ceremony.
So I think you get what I'm saying. Like they took a little bit.
You learn.
He's like the ultimate showman.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Like he's like, nigga, don't write, don't do nothing. He just out there, move the crowd.
I mean, how y'all feel about the Jermaine Dupri against him.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Me personally, it's nobody that can fuck with Diddy except for maybe Dre.
See, I ain't gonna lie. My fiance had me thinking the other day. I was in here playing some shit, right? I think the other night I was playing some shit. She said, "Yo, you got the Mariah. Like the Mariah wasn't in catalog, right?
Usher catalog.
Usher catalog, right? Like,
Now catalog.
You just got. Excuse me."
Hey, don't disrespect Sean, bro. Don't disrespect Sean, boss, bro. Like he ain't have all the joints. Don't
Yo, that was his man
disrespect
back in the day, though.
Listen, though.
And nigga said, "Bow Wow, my cousin." Nigga said, that was his
He said, "You ain't right, you ain't right. You ain't fresh as up here." Like, don't disrespect Sean like that, bro.
You can't come from
Escape.
Yeah.
Like,
that's cool.
I'll be honest. It was so if we talking about rapping, I don't think he got anything that can fuck with the rapping shit that was.
I'm about to fuck y'all head up. Go
Diddy,
ahead. I'm
Diddy
gonna let
got
y'all get it
too.
on.
Diddy
No,
got
I'm talking about Diddy.
R&B
I'm talking about Diddy wise like rap shit.
But he got
Diddy.
R&B.
No, don't tell him. Let him get
The
shit.
R&B. No. I fucks with. Understand? Like the '90s that I remember was all bad boys.
Yeah.
Literally. You go to any cookout, you gonna hear 20 bad boy joints.
Yeah.
You guaranteed to hear 20 bad boy joints. Tell me what you want. Like all that shit is that's bad boy.
He got like some heavy R&B shit though. Like.
But look. You named all those catalogs. You're forgetting about Mary J's catalog.
That's what I'm for sure.
Total's catalog. Damn, it was just one more. I was Faith Evans catalog. Like it's really crazy with Diddy, bro.
But it all depends. So how they was saying was, all right, if the shit ain't executive produced,
he executive produced all that shit.
He executive
he was
produced
smart.
American Gangster
He
too.
put his shit. Yeah, he did. He
got
and it's
American
funny
Gangster
because I didn't realize that until like I think 2 weeks ago. Once I started doing the research and shit like that, and I realized I'm like, yo, wait, this nigga's on American Gangster.
Yes.
A Jay-Z play. I said, why
What
is
was
he
his
on
label
this?
before though? He was with another label.
Jive? You talking about Diddy with Jive?
Nah, wasn't Jive?
He was with Andre Harrell. Uptown Records. I'm sorry. Uptown Records. I'm sorry. Jive is.
So he been around the block.
Uptown Records. Yep.
Jive is who? That's bro that JD came under. That Jermaine Dupri came under. What's his name? Hey, he's an important figure too.
I forgot his name. He just mentioned him too. But yeah, that shit. Like I feel like.
Yeah, that's Jive.
But I think that'd be fun. But I mean, when you think about Dre, like, you think Dre can really? Because I tried to do some research on just like what Dre was producing, and I feel like I mean, that's for me. Like I said, my research maybe because Dre probably wasn't the person like you got to put his name on every single thing, so he's probably not like listed on mad shit. Because like for instance, what I like about Tidal, and this I stream my music on Tidal, so Tidal gives you shit that was either written or produced by a certain artist, and they'll give you a whole playlist. So of course they did all the main hitters, you know, JD, Puff. They even did Wayne, you know what I mean? So they did like many. So I typed in Dre, and I heard some songs, but I'm just like, all right, like I don't think he can. It's not many that can fuck when you really talk about it. You mentioned those catalogs, bro. Who can really fuck with Mary J?
I mean,
who can really? Mary J by herself can do a whole fucking verses and kill somebody.
Okay, but look, this was y'all forgetting the West. You can go gold or platinum on the West Coast alone in California, just like down south. Like it's not up here where you got to touch the truck. You can do that in your state.
Right.
So
that whole coastline's like 16 hours.
I'm trying, but you got.
He's still in the same state.
I'm trying to tell you, you got to remember.
How many fucking NBA teams they got? Like 13 of them motherfuckers.
You got to remember, he got Snoop's catalog. He got
NWA.
He does have NWA catalog. Then you throw in there not America's Most. What album was that?
He got M shit.
Was it
he got
Against the World?
Fifth shit.
No, what's it?
Popped up. I can't believe I'm slipping.
Yeah, he got.
I'm losing my mind right now.
He got some
All
Pac
Eyes
shit
on
too.
Me. He got All Eyes on Me.
Pac shit too.
I just had a brain.
He got Pac shit too.
Yeah, he got All Eyes on Me. Then you got to remember.
I keep forgetting Death Row.
It's a lot, bro. Then he got Kendrick.
Nah, he still can't.
He got Good Kid, Mad City.
He still ain't what's the name, though.
Alright.
He still ain't.
I can say it'd be a Job versus Fat Joe type shit. Where Fat Joe had like rap shit that niggas is like, wait, that's a legendary beat. I remember that shit right there. Like, you know what I mean?
I ain't gonna hold
you know what I mean? Like I can hear that. But then you hear John's just like, all right, cool. Drop this shit with Ashanti.
He should though.
And then Fat Joe was like, yo, like he bar and you know what I mean, rapping and shit, and it's like, all right, cool. Then you play Josh shit, commercial shit. So it's like it automatically hits automatically. So I think people was giving like Ja automatic points because they wasn't really the rap fans.
Play with your
hip hop.
Go to your strengths, bro.
Yeah.
And that's what he did. And I think towards the end he did though. He started playing like Make It Rain and all that shit like that. Where he was able to catch up a little bit, but for sure, like I think that'd be. I really don't know, man. That'd be interesting to see who go up against Puff.
Nobody.
I don't think JD is gonna go up against Puff now.
Barry Gordy or somebody have to go to this thing.
He dug in the crate for sure.
So,
I want to get back to your album. I mean, sorry, not album, but your EP, man. No Hesitation. You know what I mean? Like, what did
three? That's three, right? Yeah,
three. That's three. Sorry, I apologize. Like, where did the name stem from? Like, where did you get that from? Was that just like automatically because I'm going in, or what? Like, where did that come from?
Similar. So that joint just came about. Like, we had like 2 years ago. I don't know when we dropped it. Whatever. Whenever the
first one.
Yeah, whenever P2 dropped,
mm-hmm.
and we was just working. Man, we ain't even no hesitation.
2019.
Yeah, and so that's when the first one dropped, and the second one dropped right after we dropped it. The night of, we had a show in Bayonne. Like we did. You know what I mean? It was beautiful. Dropped it that night, and then so this one is just I'm still. You know what I mean? Like I ain't. We still going, man.
Why the EP, man?
EP?
Album, man.
Honestly, I like EPs because I'm gonna give it to you like this. Me personally, I know me. We got a lot of music.
Yeah.
Like you feel what I'm saying, and the kind of music we make. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not giving nobody no 20 tracks, no 15 tracks because it becomes. I don't know how to explain it. Like when you got music with substance, like it's different. Like
see, but I think that's why the SoundCloud niggas is winning because they release so much music, right? Like think about it, they release 4 songs, right? You put it on the streaming platform, right? I released 40 songs. I got my 40 songs is all bullshit. Automatically, I already did 10 times, more than what you did.
that's
just strictly
cool.
because I got more songs. You get what I'm saying? So like your shit is way better, but it's not getting heard because of that way. Yeah.
What would you rather? I don't want nobody to be able to say I put out no bullshit, bro, for the sake of putting out no mid. Like, I'm going to give you very dense, potent, like, you feel what I'm saying? Like,
Because the mid shit be getting the reach. Strictly because of the streams.
Yeah, what you going to it for? Like, would you rather all these numbers and, you had 1 or 2 on there, or I'm going to give you 4 and they're going to punch you right in your fucking chest every time. Like, that's just, less is more sometimes, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I ain't really too pressed for, because it's just not me, you know what I mean? Like,
I feel like that's actually a dope way to put it. And like you said, to compare it to the new age people put out 40 songs. Like, so you'll put out 4, but you're harder than that 40. You know what I mean? They put out 40, niggas only know 4 from that 40. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's like,
I think they solely doing it for like the purpose of like streams.
And I think it goes to also too is like it's like your resume. Like you look at it like, oh yeah, he's consistently dropping something. But you look at somebody like Kendrick who don't drop often. But when he dropped, that shit hit.
But I think
shit hit.
See, he's afforded the luxury though.
Of course.
Because
you gotta put the work in.
Yeah.
You gotta put the work in.
He afforded the luxury.
But every time they can drop, he drops something crazy. Mm-hmm. Like even if he afforded the luxury, when he come correct every time. Mm-hmm. Every time. Like when he give you a verse, his verse means something. I mean, you made me sit down and listen to Baby Keem. Listen to the verse. And I'm like, what the fuck?
A verse.
Like,
you listen to a verse.
Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I'm listening to the shit and I'm like,
put the work in.
And I'm like, wait, like when I first heard the song, I thought it was bullshit. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And so I'm listening to it and I'm like, oh, this is Kendrick though. Mm-hmm. Like, and what he's saying, he's saying something, you know what I mean? And that's what I say, like, we can look at you and say, like, yeah, you gave us, what, 5 tracks? 4 tracks. Mm-hmm. And I played this shit back like 6 times. Like, I kept going back. Like, I just get mad
start over again. Other people are not hearing it. I think that's my point. I just get pissed off because other people don't hear the shit.
But it's
you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's what frustrates me the most.
But I think everything has its time. Like I'd say we can say like we have the best content. You know what I mean? But what separates us from anybody else is that they may put most of their energy in something else as opposed to just their content.
And you gotta remember, like you deep in. You feel what I'm saying? Pause. Like you really, it's a balancing act somewhat. So you feel me? I'm hitting you over the head with content, freestyle. Then I'm gonna give you a 4-piece. So it's your appetite is being fulfilled because I'm giving you the content also with the music. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's how I look at it. That's why we took the EP approach as opposed to dropping a project. Man, I don't know what's going on week to week with this COVID shit. Like, I'm not just trying to drop. Like, it's when we drop, we build around the drop. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so it ain't just. It's a lot of moving pieces. You feel what I'm saying? But and also, songs are getting shorter, but projects are getting longer.
That's true.
You feel what I'm saying? Like songs get. I'm not into the. I don't want to compromise my art and what I do for the sake of.
Rappers don't even give you a verse no more. They just give you a hook. Niggas don't give you verses no more.
Real talk. The hook is most of the song. That's it. You know what I mean? But like, so when you came, you said, "Alright, cool. We about to do this. We about to drop 3." What was your mindset going into 3? Like, was it a different mindset than any other tapes?
Yeah, everything is different because I'm in a different stage in life.
Right.
So the shit you may hear me talking about on there is like it's a lot different. Not a lot different, but it's different than what when I was going through on 2, what I was going through on 1. So on 3, you hear me mention like, you know what I mean, different things that are currently going on in my life right now.
Let's say, okay, what was the anchor motivation for that tape?
3?
3.
I
What was the
want to
anchor
rap,
motivation?
bro. I want like
You want to show niggas like,
I want to rap,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Like I that's why you see me rapping, standing next to niggas I'm standing with. There ain't a whack verse on the whole project. Like
That's
niggas, like, you feel
100%.
what I'm saying? Like I want to rap, bro. And I want to rap with niggas I know gonna rap.
Let me go. Let me
Yeah,
go.
like
Oh, shit, I'm like, why is this nigga snapping like this?
yeah, like I want to rap,
Like, I'm
bro.
really listening to it, like, yeah, this is ridiculous, bro. Like, what? This nigga's just snapping, like, so hard.
Appreciate you.
Who else is on the label, though? This is just you on the label?
Right now, it's just me on the label, but we got a couple other things moving. You know,
94 too?
yeah. Then we got like partner with our right here man, our bro who makes most of our merch, who does all our merch and all that type of stuff. And so we just continuously building and all that type of stuff. You know what I mean? You don't want too many cooks in the kitchen.
True.
You feel what I'm saying? So we gonna cook this gumbo up the right way we want it. Then we start adding new ingredients and shit to it.
So question, like, what was your favorite track, personally, on the actual album?
Do it that.
To actually do. And it's funny because I felt that. Like, I felt like that was a track where you just going in.
Yeah.
Like that was, once again, it's do or die, literally.
Yeah.
And I think that set the tone for the whole album.
And that's
You know what I mean?
cause Zig is rapping his ass off on it, and that's it. The bag he's in with me, you're not gonna get that from him. Like he does. If you listen to his music, he's not rapping like that all the time. Like the beat that he's on, everything, like he's stepping into my world and going crazy. So that's why I'm like, bro, like you feel what I'm saying? And then Soullful, you know what you're gonna get with me and bro Soullful. Like that's really my guy.
Also,
like
every nigga named Soullful got the same voice.
You can pick him out of a lineup.
Yeah, that nigga named Soullful.
That's my dog. Like again, the people you hear me rap with is people I really have a relationship with outside of music. Like you feel what I'm saying? Like Zig, I went to school with Zig. Like you feel me? Soullful, that's really my he put me on to a lot of this shit so it's really relationships I have with people.
So is that how you pick your features? You know, based
For
on
me?
That's how you pick your
that I want on mine. But if somebody wanna, I wanna yada yada. If I'm fucking with the song, come on, let's do it. If it makes sense, but that I have on mine, like I like to, I know what I'm like. I can hear, I gotta get bro on this stuff. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's how I.
Because I felt like I think the soul joint. I think I said to the rest, like that was one of my favorite tracks, and I'm listening to how both y'all was going back and forth. Like that shit was crazy.
That's my man. That's really
and how
my
niggas
man.
was straight. I'm like, yo, and it's crazy because you hear something like that's some real rap shit. Where I'm gonna go. He gonna drop some shit real quick. Then I'm gonna come back up. And I'm gonna double up on him and finish some shit. And like to hear that shit like consistently, and I'm just like, alright, they on shit right now.
That's
like
what y'all
they
gotta
on
tap in
shit
with.
right now.
That's what you got to tap in with.
They on shit right now. And I'm like,
Soullful.
Soulful.
You know what I mean? Yeah, you got pay it forward. Kaimo did it. You know what I mean? I'm paying it forward. So tap in with Soullful. And, yeah.
we appreciate that.
And Sis Karma too.
Oh yeah, for sure. We'll definitely tap in.
Probably two most talented people I know. Man.
Soulful come, we gotta have some incense and shit.
The ambiance got a little bit lights low. You feel me? Little sage and shit. Nah, but for sure, like I said, that personally, that was my the track that we led into was was actually my favorite track. And not to say any other tracks was wash or anything, cause all them shits hit different, bro. Like I said, and I'm one of those guys, and I tell them all the time, like whenever I listen to an album or anything, that shit gotta take me on a ride. Like I gotta be in there with you. I gotta see what you're seeing, and to hear you, like I see and I felt what you was feeling, and I felt that hunger. And like I said, for me, when I do gym or work out, I listen to like the Locks and shit, cause I get that from them, like that hunger. And when I played your shit, I stopped playing the Locks, and I'm like, I mean, listen to this shit. And I went back to it, cause I can hear that and I can feel that hunger, bro. And I tell you, bro, you got some shit on your hands, bro.
Appreciate you.
So like my man said, he keep heading towards, man, with that album coming out, bro. That's what we need that album. I think not just we, but I think the fans, and I think they will appreciate the fact that you dropping something like that now. Like I said, it may shit. Let's drop a 7. Kanye said it can be 7. That's what Kanye said.
Yeah, that's the norm.
Kanye said. But man, when can we expect the album? He got
I don't want to say too much.
He got the hard drive in the car, y'all. He's coming. I'm telling you. I know it's there.
I'm gonna say this much. You leave it up to him, the project would have been out. You feel me? Like they wanted, we butted heads like the team. Like they wanted, but I mean, they wanted something different than what.
That's just because I was listening to what I was listening to, man. I felt like other people should listen to it too. Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. And it's funny because sometimes you get a whole fire back, man. Like when I heard that shit, bro, I'm like, because Kaimo did the same thing. He dropped the little something, and we like, yo, hold up, this shit is crazy. So I know when you guys, you know, your follow-up's gonna be crazy, bro. To have that album structured, the EP structured the way you got the shit structured, I know that album gonna be fire. We definitely waiting on that shit. I know that shit. We butt heads
all the time, man. We butt heads on the track list. We butt heads like, I mean, I be listening to this shit. Like I had this shit in the tuck for so long. It's like, bro, I don't even care about this no more. Like I'm on to something different, bro. Like you feel me? Like that EP. We had 1 or 2 of those was in the tuck for a minute. I was just waiting. You feel what I'm saying?
Waiting for the right time.
Yeah. So we butt heads on when it's coming out, track listing all the time, and a lot of times they save me from getting in my own way. Like, bro, stop bullshitting and put
That's what a team for. That's what a team for. And I think, like I said, to have somebody on your team that can say, all right, nah, bro, we got to drop it.
Shout out Locke. Shout out her and shout out Locke, man.
So I'm be honest, this man the same thing for me. Like, sometimes, like, I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I've been procrastinating with an episode, you know what I mean? And not because I don't want to, it's just sometimes like we get caught in our ways and you know what I mean, life happen a little bit. And nigga text me like, hey yo, what's up with the EP, bro? What you doing, bro? Like, oh alright, bro, I got you.
You need that,
I'm gonna drop it. You know what I mean? And vice versa.
Life
real.
You
know what I mean? Where we put pressure on each other to say like, all right, we gotta keep moving, we gotta keep growing, we gotta keep doing it. So I'm be honest, the first time I stepped on this shit, bro, like I was the most awkwardest person on the podcast. I swear to God, I was bad, bro. Like, I used to be on the shit on the corner, like, scratching my head, trying to think of shit to say. And now it just comes natural, you know what I mean? Where we can... You
comfortable.
We're a lot more comfortable. And I've never been, like, a vocal person. So now, like, sitting with him and showing how this is our team, but we help each other. We go back and forth to, you know, build each other, make each other better. So, like, I definitely see it. So you got a good team around you, bro.
I always say Electronica had the same shit, man. That way we would have to wait 10 years for a fucking album.
Nah, man, that shit, like, it's all about killing your ego, you know what I mean? Killing your pride, you know what I mean? Like, he may see something or hear something that I don't see. Like, I'm gonna listen, like, I'm not one of them people, yo, it's my way or the highway. Nah, bro, we a concerted effort, because y'all investing y'all time and energy and money in what we trying to do. Like, this ain't no dictatorship. This is, we family, bro. So, like, what you thinking? Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna lean into y'all. You know what I mean? It be times when I don't know, bro. You're tripping. This shit is, you know what I mean? Like, that happens a lot, bro. Like,
as
a
it
lot.
should.
Like,
As it should. I mean, like I said, like, sometimes we don't see it because we're in the moment. We don't see it. And it's the people around us that be like, nah, bro.
Right.
Like, I don't know what you talking about, what you thought you saying. Nah, you just did some shit. You know what I mean? Like, you did some shit. I remember, like I said, I always take it back to myself because I'm a harsh critic of myself. You know what I mean? Like, anything I do, I critique the shit out of and he'd be like, yo, bro, what are you talking about, bro? You straight. Like, I just hate my voice on camera. He's like, bro, what are you talking about, bro? Like, why you know what I mean? And it's like, he helped me be better. You know what I mean? He got me out of my own way. Yo, bro, you fine. Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep studying. Keep moving. And say, now we here. And I can say the same thing for your team. You know what I mean? You're here now because your team's sharpening you. And letting you know that everything that you're doing is the right thing. So
I ain't sharp as on. And when it's the wrong thing. And definitely when it's the wrong.
Oh yeah, they gotta call you, hey, yo, bro. I don't know what the
They
fuck
live
you got
for that.
going on.
They live for that.
I can't wait to tell them
Live
that.
for that. I got a homie be like, yo, I can't wait for you to send me some bullshit, bro, so I can let
Torch
you
your
know.
ass.
So I can let you know, bro.
I told you,
That keep you humble though. That keep you right where you supposed to be.
I'm trying to find out how you found out Lil Yachty beat, man.
Oh, I listen to.
I'm trying to find out.
I try to listen to.
And why did you do that to that beat?
Exactly for the
Exactly
what you're saying
exactly,
right now.
yeah.
Like,
I never knew that was the Lil Yachty beat until I heard somebody else rapping. I'm like, yo, what is this?
That's him. I wasn't gonna drop that, bro. I wasn't gonna drop that,
Nah.
bro.
I seen Lil Yachty come out to that, right? I don't know what festival it was, and I'm asking my brother.
He was
like,
dancing. That's
I'm
the
like,
shit.
this nigga stole Malc shit.
We got Russell, bro. We got a knock. We on the.
Yo, you can ask my brother, bro. I'm like, yo, so I'm like, what song is this, bro?
Cough.
Like, oh, it's Lil Yachty coughing. I went back and listened to it. I said, yo,
Nah.
he should just handed that beat.
That shit needs to be yours. It needs to be.
He put that.
And it's funny because I didn't notice that shit until that video came out too, and I'm like, why does shit sound so familiar? Once I was working out, and I'm like, wow.
That's taking a page from Wayne right there, bro. Man, ain't
Wow.
nothing. What Nas say? No ideas original. It's nothing new under the sun. It's never what you do, but how it's done, man. This shit is everything. Is the world is in circles, man. I mean, it's all art is innovation, man.
This man speaking knowledge, man. I appreciate that, man. Like, and I want to kind of get into something like, how do you feel about like writing being like a lost form of art? Like, how do you feel about your pen?
I feel very good about my pen.
So I say that because, like I said, we talked about verses a little bit and being able to like recite your verses, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna have my man play a random snippet of any song. I need you to finish your verse.
Right.
Can you do that?
Yeah, I can do that.
Can you do that? He gonna play any random selection of the song. I need you to finish the verse.
I can do that.
Right. I'm gonna let my man DJ right now. You heard?
Drake can't finish none of this shit.
Drake up like, get my lead on.
I ain't even my homie. Leave that man alone. I ain't gonna say the homie. Leave that man alone, man. I don't know that man personally. You know what I mean? Leave Drake alone, man. Let him get his shit off. Yeah, I can do this. Miss Anita.
Skips up
But I can tell you when I'm not. The hook about to come in. Going back to that spot. Cause niggas dying a lot. So I'm applying pressure. So I'm applying pressure in every chance and every shot. So I so shorty, I'm sick of arguing. We do this every night, back and forth, and every time I'm always wrong, you always right. Like fuckers, we don't let you tell it. It's always me talking about balance your time. Yeah.
Okay, give me one more. You gotta sneak one in there. Let's see you find something hard. Find something hard.
Joint right there. That's lock joint. That's views. That's lock
one of his favorite
right
ones. That's probably one of his favorite joints right there.
That's all soon
He's
enough.
emotionally connected. He's emotionally connected to that one. I can tell. He said, "Ooh," when that shit dropped. So I know it's something in there. Give him something else, man. Give him something else. Drop. Let's warm him up, look.
I'm trying not to, you know what I mean?
He's trying to get some pieces.
But it look like he digging deep in the bag right now. It look like you on the layover right now. Look, you on the layover right now. He going deep in the bag. He went deep in the bag.
Get in there.
It's Sunday, man. So you know I'm gonna play first Sunday, man.
Oh, it's some rapping right here. This rapping right here.
Woo!
So who can I trust? When the only time they count is when I'm up to didn't help them do something for 'em. When they hit us, my soul is not reacting. I'm pointing them to speaking natural, factual, and practical for women.
These niggas acting go. Look, you got me on that one.
Woo!
You got me on that one.
Let's go.
You got me on that one.
That's not.
I ain't hear it. I couldn't catch the flow. I couldn't catch the flow.
One more time. Rock one back. One more time. Rock it one more time.
I can tell you what I can do though. You put recognize on in there. I know recognize.
Do the whole song right now.
I do the whole song on recognize.
I like I'm going to rich off of this rhyme, but I understand that shit like this.
Don't take time.
That's a load of way we get it now. Never keep the drama long as I stay organic. They can never say I fraud with mine.
Brain, sleep, smart, take shit to make sugar and shine. Look, I need the beat. I need the beat, man. I need the beat. I can keep going with the beat. I need some tests for a lifetime. And we're a nigga right now. His mom's got bills, sis got bills, Alice got bills. This for the fam for real. I do this with my soul. Everything I feel 94 till against the world. We independent still. There you go, your independent talk right there. There you go, your independent talk right there.
And I feel good about this because, like I said, this is a lost art when people, you know what I mean, writing. You know what I mean?
It's a lot of,
and I say that because I'm going to bring this up because I feel like somebody like Wayne who don't write. You know what I mean? He just go off his top. So a lot of times, like a lot of those words get misconstrued. So he can never revisit those songs that easy. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
I think we got to hyping up, but I think we got to change. I think we got to change the thought process of like pen. So I don't necessarily think it's like pen and pad no more.
Yeah, it's definitely not.
Because I know like but it's just being crazy up here. Like niggas mental is just insane.
Yeah. Definitely not.
Because I know but it's just being crazy up here. Like niggas mental is just insane.
Yeah.
If your mental is just insane, bro.
Actually write, or do you just more so you get a flow going? You might type a few things in, and then you finish it out.
I'm a writer, bro.
So you actually use the pen and paper,
bro? Nah, hell no. I right on my what Drake doing is
black
man. Yeah, I'm on my butt. It's you talking about an alien? The Wayne's an alien, bro. He has to remember his lyrics, bro. Like he does shows, he does live shows.
But if you notice, like whenever he do live shows, his live shows isn't a lot of the times like the shit that we really enjoy. Like he'll play like shit that's really like.
He got like 40,000 songs.
That's dope. He got a lot.
It's hard, bro.
It's like hard. This is like I said, if he was ever had to put himself in a box and do a verses, he would need 3 or 4, probably like a month in advance, and he should prepare. Yeah. Because I said a lot of those verses that are monumental, he don't revisit now. You know what I mean? Like he's not doing those verses on his tour. He's not like sucking a knot. He ain't doing that fucking verse often.
No, Wayne, you know what I mean? That's Wayne.
You feel me? Wayne would have said nigga like, yo, I'm gonna do it now. I'm doing this. I'm going.
The hype man is underrated too, though.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Like you need a good hype man. Like,
for sure. You seen Freaky Ziggy?
No, fuck Freaky
Freaky Ziggy was getting busy on that stage. He was the most hyped nigga. He was in the camera gyrating and shit. I'm like, yo.
Different type of nigga. He into some other shit. But now I'm talking about Split Star and Bus. Like when he performed on the VMAs, like. Bus like rapping fast, just like that, and like
he over there like,
and then Spliff is right along with him.
You gotta be the yang to his yang.
That shit is like that's insane. Them niggas been friends before I was born, bro. Like this is crazy, bro. Like
still going.
Their chemistry is insane.
That's why it was kind of weird seeing him not with him. Like when he went like to the Young Money side and everything, like not seeing Spliff like next to him all the time. That was a little weird for me. And I'm like, that's why I'm like, wait, Bus don't seem like Bus while he with Young Money. Like that's just odd for me. Like I was always Spliff and Busta, you know what I mean? So I think when you're detached sometimes the person that you was changed a little bit. So I mean, but yeah, this is definitely a lost art, man. I think writing is definitely a lost art, especially when it comes to real rap shit, you know what I mean? So I just wanted to test your knowledge a little bit, have a little fun.
That was a good exercise, man. That was a good exercise, man.
But that comes from the advancement of technology, bro.
Right.
You could go in that. Before it was, you had to have some type of, you got to be different mentally to be able to like a Hove or a Big go in there and not write nothing. Now with, all right, I could punch 4 balls in. All right, let me think of something else. I could punch another 4 balls. You know what I'm saying? It's different, bro.
He's doing this shit on your phone. That's true.
It's different.
He's doing this shit on your phone sometimes. Niggas just recording your phone. So it's like, boom, stop and get back. Because that's what I know. That's what Wayne do. Because he put out like a
you can do like what Quentin Miller do, and he just going there.
Karaoke.
Spit the whole verse and then get Drake, and then Drake come in and just sandwich.
Leave that man alone, man. Leave that man alone, man.
One day Drake gonna show up and be like, "Hey, bro, I heard you talking. Like I want to have a conversation, man."
I'm going to Canada too.
You gonna spike your ass?
That man is supremely talented, man. You can't take nothing away. Listen, man. He may not be able to be in a category as, you know what I mean? But you can't take, that man's a unicorn, one of one, bro. You're not getting another Drake. And we've seen niggas try to come out and beat Drake. Steal his flow, everything.
Shit ain't working.
You not him, bro. And that's cool.
Yeah, so I'll put this out here before you wrap it up. I got this whole theory. I don't think Drake has like actual fans. Like, he don't have a core base of fans, right? Think about it. Kendrick took time off like 2 or 3 years before album. Cole the same way. Kanye did it once. Wayne does it. Everybody does it, right? Drake is the only person that's been doing this shit for like 10 years straight and haven't took a break, right? And I think it's because he knows like he just has a casual fan.
Nah.
That's why it's pop shit. I don't think he don't have what's the name, bro. He just got the casual fans, bro. So he knows
it's a lot of them though.
It's a lot of them.
It's a lot of them.
But it's out of sight, out of mind. So if he's not there, niggas can completely forget and move on to some other shit.
But that's with everything. We in a microwave society. That's with everything.
But I'm saying, but these people still got their like Beyonce. She still got her high, bro. Like.
But you know why? I think he's a genius though, because what we talked about earlier. All right, cool. I gotta be in the spotlight. But if you like, let's say your theory is true, he's clearly figured out a formula around that shit. Because okay, look, I'm gonna show up here, I'm gonna jump in on this verse, and I'm gonna stay relevant. You feel what I'm saying? Like his music isn't necessarily a Cole or Kendrick music. The shit Drake could go in the studio every day and make a new hit because his music, like you said, is kind of for casual fans. Surface some of his stuff. Then he got his shit where he get introspective and get going on his shit. But that nigga can shit a hit out.
And those shits don't chart.
He can shit and he understands that. That's like what Hov. Who said it? Hov would have been who he said. I think Drake or Hov. Both of them got lines to where I think they similarly reference like. Could have been a conscious rapper if I wanted to, but ain't no fans there. You feel something like that? Like you feel what I'm saying? Like they said something along those lines, bro. Like they can do that when they want to.
Yeah.
When they want to. You know what I mean? Like everybody ain't built like that though.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't give him credit for writing. Cause you just don't know what he wrote and think. I'm just like.
Listen, man. Hey, he's supremely talented. No way around it. You can't take that away from him.
So what's crazy though? Right? Like rapping, right? That's like the only type with singing. It don't matter, like singing, the writing isn't a talent of singing, but singing is a talent itself. You get me?
Okay.
So anybody can write Whitney Houston shit, but the talent is a voice. You get me?
I don't know. Because we've heard some phenomenal voices on some shitty songs, bro. Like the pen means a lot. Like the pen may be more important to the voice because with the right pen, we've seen artists whose career is literally just with certain people. If they get away from that person, they're not gonna, you know what I mean? Like with certain writers.
Alright, so what about Party Next Door? How we stumbled upon this? Party Next Door.
I ain't too well versed in Party. I ain't gonna hold you.
He's a great writer. He's a great writer. Drake camps is filled with great writers. Could it be some, you know what I'm saying?
With the R&B stuff?
Well, not even with the rap shit too, probably. You never know.
I ain't going shit on that man pen like that. I can't do that.
He got one of the best pens in the game.
But
like
when it comes,
what was that? The Anti album, right? With
Rihanna joint, yeah.
I think he did a lot of shit on there. But I'm sorry, I'm bugging. Not Anti. What was the last shit she released? The last album.
Anti. That's the last thing she released. I think. Yeah.
That album. Out of this world, bro.
I mean, some people just their form of art is writing. You know what I mean? And like I said, everybody can't be performers. You seen Dream put out one album, a few albums, but most of his hits are with other people. You know what I mean? Because they write so. But listen. The form is that they are so talented that they can write for people. But listen. But some people write. For instance, like they said, like Ja wrote a few Ashanti hits. You know what I mean? So sometimes you can pin something for somebody else. You know what I mean? You heard Yachty wrote a City Girl song. You feel me?
Act up.
So you feel me? He was in that bitch. He was sitting there in a
Big
different
Burger
bag.
bag cost 5-6 seconds. That's what you talking about, man.
That was him.
Yeah, the fact that he got into that bag, right? Then he let this nigga get his own fingernail polish.
You feel me? He's still going.
Yeah, bro.
It's called manicure.
It's
you feel me?
Literally genius, dog. That's genius right there,
working
bro.
That boy, bro.
That's what I'm
He
saying.
came out with the Nautica deal. You feel what I'm saying? Like
the boat. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
This shit is just dope. I just feel like I said, some forms of art isn't always behind the camera rocking the mic. No homo pause.
What's the name of them niggas? Full Circle?
who?
You mentioned Full Circle? I don't even know if
Ain't Full Circle? Ain't that Cassidy?
Nah, it's is it Full? No, Solid Foundation. You mentioned them. The niggas that's behind Yachty, right? Right, that's his management.
I don't even know who that is.
I thought it was,
so I thought
that Devon Thompson. Don't ask me how. Man. Don't ask me how, man.
Independent shit. Then you mentioned Solid Foundation.
Yeah,
so Solid Foundation. I think it's P and Coach K.
Well, thank you.
One of them where they got like this management thing where they kind of helping. They were supposed to be behind Cardi B at one point.
That's the name of them right there.
I think it's Solid Foundation.
Hey man, look, double on what Hov say, double entendres. Don't ask me how, man. Don't ask me how, man.
But nah, man, that's dope. Like I said, some people talent isn't in front of the camera. Some people talent is behind the scenes and to be able to curate and write shit and get those songs out. You know,
that's what I like.
I mean, accordingly. And I think that's dope as hell that somebody can take a seat like that. Like, bro, I'm good. I don't even need to be seen. But like, Hitmaker. Young Bird, like that, he got hits.
That's how you reinvent yourself.
Yo,
that's how you reinvent yourself.
Now that's crazy. The nigga had an image before anything, and then said, "All right, cool. I'm gonna go to the background, watch this." And the nigga, I think it was a breast club, but they're like, "What are you doing these days?" Like he's like, "What? What am I doing?"
I'm Hitmaker, dog.
Bro, he just knocking them shits down, like, and I'm like, wow, Hitmaker, Young Bird.
Yeah, niggas saying he was stealing shit too, though.
Nah, I believe it.
Solid Foundation is quality music.
Yeah.
Partnership. That's insane, bro.
Hey, that's crazy.
That's fine. Many avenues of income, bro. That's it. You know what I mean?
That's the goal, bro. Like I'd rather be. I enjoy like all the behind the scenes stuff. Like, bro, I just want to get this chicken and duck off, bro. You feel what I'm saying?
Right,
but I respect the art. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
it's a fact, man. But yo, real talk, bro. Like I really enjoyed this episode.
Most definitely.
Like, real talk, yo. To get to see the man behind the the music and everything like that, I think for me that hits home. You know what I mean? To see like. And I think that for other people too, that shit really speaks well. That like you into the same shit that we into. You know what I mean? You into the same shit when it comes to sports and shit like that, and just being a person you are and who you are, your backstory reflects in your music too. So we definitely see that, and now I see why the hunger is there. You know what I mean?
I just ain't good with the socials, bro.
I'll be honest. I don't think nobody. I don't like that. No damn well. I'm trying. That is like social media is like the hardest thing in the world.
It's not like the weirdo stuff.
It is like you gotta be really in tune to many different things. You know what I mean? For you to really be the person that you want to be on social media, especially when it comes to like us who's trying to convey a message and trying to get our shit out there. So I think it is a little bit different for us. So man, like keep doing your shit, bro. Like
y'all too, man.
We ready for that motherfucking album. When that album drop, come back up. The setup will be different then too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Everybody building, man. Everybody working. I love that.
Showing support, regardless, man.
That's a fact, man. Shout out to you. Man. Shout out to the team. Russ behind the camera. He ain't saying much, but that man been here the whole time. You know what I mean? So it's like, yo, what you got going on is definitely the right thing, my dude.
Appreciate
you
that,
definitely
bro.
got something there.
Appreciate it.
For sure.
I showed up rapid time too, man. You get what I'm saying? Keeping the tradition alive.
Real talk.
We was ready though. Look, we was ready though.
I ain't gonna count. I was on CP time. I was lacking a little bit. I'm trying to make chicken before I got here. So they can be hungry once I get in the house, man. So that's why I was a little late. So I pardon me being late. You know what I mean?
No, we are not. Come on, bro.
You know what I mean? But I always want to say that too. You know what I mean? I always want to say pardon myself. Like being a parent is definitely an intense situation, intense job. And
shout out to Mina and Hearn.
For sure.
Shout out to them.
Shout out to them, for sure, man.
Shout out to anybody that has made, continuously, drive us as in creators to be better. He mentioned a lot of people on his team, his engineer and people like that who's helped curating, his music and everything. And the people that drive us, and y'all are the people that drive us. We see how hard y'all going, with Corner of the World Records, and then what y'all got going on here. Eli, you know what I mean? A lot of people that we have around us, that inspire us, and which made us think like, how can we make our experience a little bit more tapered to, our fans and the people that we enjoy to talk to, and it's cool. Put them on a comfy couch, man. Let's have a conversation, let's talk, man. It's not just always about what's going on, but we want to find out who you are as a person. So, like I said again, man.
Appreciate y'all having me, man.
Real talk.
Appreciate y'all having me.
You know what I mean? That's all I have to say. Anything you want to say to the fans? Anything that you got coming up that you want to, kind of let know? I know you got something to cut right now. I know you
more everything.
They got a music video that's gonna be coming out soon too, right?
Oh yeah. Go. What's that? Track 3. Yeah, track 3 off No Hesitation 3. Video will be out extremely soon. Shout out to Craft Review. Shout out to Soullful. Shout out everybody. Shout out AR. Shout out Jazzo. Shout out everybody, man. And literally everybody that play a part in this, man. It's a team effort. This ain't, you know what I mean? You just seeing me in front of the camera. You just a lot of people behind the camera making shit happen. So,
Appreciate y'all. Again, man, it's the fucking Hudson Crew podcast, man. You can't get this shit anywhere else, man.
No way.
Like, real talk, yo. We appreciate y'all, man. And how we always end it, yo, D, can I get a thank you, my guy?
Thank you.
Yes, sir.